What's going on, collective? This is Intuitive Tarot. Back with another general reading. Y'all, we got some bad weather. So we had a power outage like for a few minutes when I pulled these cards. So I'm going to go through them real quick and, let you see them. Because I didn't want to, reshuffle or anything like that. But I hadn't pulled tarot on them yet. But it happened right before I got to do that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna go back and recap, the cards that came out. Red Camry can be significant. Whoever this reading resonates with, you could drive a red Camry used to. Um, just like that by R. Kelly can be significant. Definitely listen to this song in its entirety to get the message in it intended for you. All right. If somebody didn't tell you how they felt, if you never really knew where you stood with this person or how they genuinely, felt after the fact or something like that, if you want to know how they feel, they're gonna tell you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like somebody got a lot of suppressed emotions, mainly because looking at the rest of these cards, they've been listening to some karmic family members speak negatively about you, or this is the fact that something is involved in like a pattern, maybe in your family or theirs. There's like somebody's a generational curse breaker. Somebody's also a people pleaser. Well, they were. The next card, action spoke louder. Action spoke louder than your words. Your actions spoke louder than your words. So if somebody was thinking, or was holding you on whatever you were saying, not taking your actions, to be serious until it happened, Eight of Swords. Like, somebody may not have thought, Nine of Swords shit even. Because I feel like whatever somebody communicated and said they would do didn't hit home until you actually put the action into it and stood on it. So something could have been, a cycle of maybe like a 8 or 9 year or 6 or 7 months, 6 to 8 month cycle or something like that. Take it how it resonate, but it may have been, several connections with people like family members, lovers, friendships, frenemies, things like that. That may have your actions spoke louder than words. Like, you could have blocked and cut off a lot of people and ain't looked back, because a lot of these people you may have, somehow at some point got back involved with, talked back to. They'll say something, like something on social media or something, you back talking to them. It ain't like that no more. It ain't like that no more. And I feel like whatever it is, somebody sees you as somebody that is more than just a dream come true. They see you as more than that. But I feel like they listen karmic family members tell things, say things that changed their mind or made them question how they really felt without looking at genuinely how they felt. Like some beliefs that, family members had, how they, do things, or how, they may have gave somebody some bad advice, possibly even on purpose, or something that people in the family normally gravitate towards when they come to them making decisions, right? But it's like somebody saying, listen, I'm not doing that shit no more. Like, enough of y'all do this. A lot of y'all deal with people y'all know ain't doing you right. So and so, no, they done put up with way too much. They should have been gone. Now they want me to, play in somebody's face, you know what I'm saying, that didn't even deserve that shit. They was, for real, you know what I'm saying? And they said this or said that, don't even know that person. You know what I'm saying? And I really fuck with that person. Like, that person, outside of my family, like, somebody feel like outside of their family, they know, they should have listened to their good instinct. They should have went off of what they knew they felt with you and took a chance on seeing that through, but they didn't. Somebody let negative things being said change their mind, make them change, their decision. That's why somebody was indecisive. Next card, me blocking you was about me healing my mind, heart, and soul. So even Eight of Swords, Nine of Swords, somebody got blocked, cut off because you weren't dealing with another reoccurring pattern or going back through another cycle with somebody of like whatever something normally end up being like for you and this person to end up back talking. Whatever it's like, whatever y'all end up back talking over, or however that end up happening and you end up back communicating, and back involved, or finding yourself back in that situation with them again, feeling like that all over again. You block the person, or either they block you so that they can heal more than just one area of their life. You know what I'm saying? And it's something that they was long overdue. Something was long overdue, because I feel like whatever you were trying to hold back from, or whatever somebody was thinking, their behavior was like in the past based off of what somebody was telling them, they gained a new perspective on that. Now they don't know where they stand with you. Like, something what goes around comes around. Like, this person might want to come in and give you some type of proposal, or like come clean, seven of swords in reverse, and tell you what something is, and not leave you wondering. You know what I'm saying? Five of swords and five of wands in reverse. So it's like somebody not wanting, to come in with all this confusion and shit like that, like just giving you what it is, especially when they know you more than just, more than a dream come true. This person will look for you. Whoever this is, they don't look for you and other people. Seven of Cups. In reverse, like somebody don't look for you and other people, and they getting the clarity, like they done thought, that was the way to happiness. Like they felt like if I had more and people giving to me, why you gonna, it's like somebody telling this person like, man, don't have to settle with that person, man. You will find another one of them. You know what I'm saying? That was a lie. That was a whole damn lie. And they knew how they felt. If they didn't know how they would feel when they lost you, they found out when you stood on it. Because it's been a while since you talked to this person. Clarify, actions spoke louder than words. Clarify, actions spoke louder than words. What were these actions that spoke louder than words? Clarify. Got the World in reverse with the Queen of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Like I'm telling you, somebody thought something was going to keep going. Like somebody thought, this was going to be a repeat. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh man, they ain't going nowhere. They going to do this. They going to be right back, man. And somebody, Clarify the World in reverse. I'm telling you. What's the World in reverse? What did I say? Five of swords in reverse. Five of wands in reverse. I'm telling you, this person don't even know where they stand with you now. They don't even know what to think. Got the Devil in reverse. Like this person done let go of what they releasing themselves, freeing themselves of these addictions, whatever this stronghold they had, or whatever beliefs or ways or whatever was fueling them to be in this south node, like whatever it was that was entertaining enough to make this person think that it was working for them, or they would work on you or some shit like I'm telling you, this person they didn't expect you to do something and stand on it. They did not expect you to do that. And this could be inner conflict as well. Like they could be dealing with, how what was being felt, at a time where somebody heard what you said, but your actions made somebody feel things, you know what I'm saying, that they couldn't even, bring some type of understanding to, internally. Like this is, things that with this Devil in reverse, these were beliefs, ideologies, you know what I'm saying, theories and games and shit they done tested and tried on other people, or, karmic ass family members done taught them, you know what I'm saying, they done seen other, family members put other people they dealing with or dealt with through, you know what I'm saying, done ran amok in the goddamn family. So it's like, shit, enough is a damn enough. It's like now somebody need to try to find, get in alignment. You know what I'm saying? Or this is you. Somebody had to get it. They got to get in alignment. You know what I'm saying? In order to, or somebody saying, listen, I need to, walk away. You know what I'm saying? I need to. It's like somebody saying I need to take my own advice. Because I feel like whatever it is that you allow, a time, with the world in reverse to go to be like a roller coaster or something like that. It's like knowing that you would have been walked away. I feel like you may have even felt like, judgment in reverse, like critical. You know what I'm saying? A lot of regret for not walking away sooner. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you knew that was going to make this person feel as though you would never do it. Because I feel like in the past, somebody, whoever you are, whoever this is resonating with, there's a part of you that knows if this was anybody else, you would have been gone. You've done it before. You just don't believe in, trying to fathom like why you didn't walk away sooner. Or, you could almost pinpoint the time you should have walked away a long time ago. A long time ago. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, you try to give somebody the benefit of the doubt package only for them to, turn around and feel like that's war, you know what I'm saying? Like that's bluff. You know what I'm saying? And you know that. And you knowing when you walked away, or you knowing, Six of Swords, if you walked away, you're going to have to stand on it. So, but like this person, looking at how, that mindset alone, is the reason why they felt like I need to, get out of that, space. You know what I'm saying? I need to stop thinking that way. Like somebody ain't got it in them to walk away, like taking their kindness for a weakness. Because that's what I feel like somebody did. Somebody took your meekness for weakness. You know what I'm saying? Even if you was a submissive type person, man or woman, somebody took that shit to mean that you will think you were weak when you know you not. You knew you wasn't. Like somebody, now you got the devil in reverse at the bottom of the deck with the Seven of Pentacles and the Page of Wands in reverse. Like somebody got an idea. They creating or coming up with some type of idea, right? And somebody don't want to express it. They don't want it to be something that somebody keeping something close to their chest, like not wanting to know, letting another person know what they got going on, or they're keeping something private. Or something like that. Mm-hmm. Cause somebody battling, some demons, their own demons within when you stood on what you said. Like somebody now they having to face the music. Have to accept, whatever this is that they thought, was going to get them some type of, progress or whatever they thought was going to be a repeating pattern. Like, oh, man, they just saying that they ain't going to shit. What's the world in reverse with the Five of Wands in reverse? Clarify the world in reverse with the Five of Wands in reverse. Told you. Seven of Cups. Got the Star in reverse. Somebody was not being, and somebody was not in alignment. You know what I'm saying? Somebody was not, listening to their inner voice. Somebody was not trusting, their intuition. They were not being led, by their, when it comes to your gut feeling. Because I feel like when somebody don't want to believe that there's a higher calling for, or that God can really make something happen, especially if you trying so hard to do it yourself. It's like somebody wanting to manipulate a situation to make it seem like they could make something happen. You can't make something happen with somebody that is not in alignment. You know what I'm saying? Something tragic or something very close to home got to happen in order for that person to be snatched back into reality. Because I feel like, as long as whatever somebody does that keeps their boat floating, they'll keep doing that. It's like whatever somebody thought, they actions or ignoring somebody's intuition or, calling somebody bluff or, feeling like somebody not going to find out. Because with the star in the upright, this is somebody, very attractive, very outspoken, very wise, also very spiritually guided and protected, but it's also in reverse. This can be somebody that will try to make it seem as though if you're not listening to your intuition or your spirit team, trying to get, a message, across to you, then it'll take you longer, to put your foot down, you know what I'm saying, to make a decision on whether to walk away from this person or see something for what it is and make a decision. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody does not listen to their intuition. Somebody was not in alignment with you. They wasn't. Somebody was a star in reverse. They were a star in reverse. So you also got the King of Cups that came out. So somebody could want to, like I said, a proposal. Like say they want to come in with some type of message of love. Could be a lover, baby dad, or something like that, or ex-husband. Or they want to come in and express something. They all in. You know what I'm saying? Got the Magician at the bottom of the deck with the Knight of Wands in reverse. Yeah. And somebody knows that you are very faithful as well. Very faithful. Like somebody, and I feel like they know that you are manifesting right now. Clarify knows someone that knows you're someone that's more than a dream come true. Clarify knows that you're someone that's more than a dream come true. What made them see this? What made them see this? What happened for them to see that you were more than a dream come true? What happened? What happened for them to see this? Yeah, 10 of Cups. Got back up in the deck, but yeah, 10 of Cups. Somebody see you as, wish fulfillment. Queen of Swords, they know you got boundaries. They see you self-efficient, abundant in your own right with this Nine of Pentacles. But somebody was an Emperor in reverse. There's an Emperor in reverse that want, this new opportunity. You know what I'm saying? They, want, a new, how you say it, because I feel like somebody sees you as more than a dream come true. Somebody sees you as somebody they hit the lottery with. You know what I'm saying? And this person, got what they need. They're in a 10 of Pentacles in reverse. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, somebody not having the person. You know what I'm saying? Like, you self-efficient all by yourself. You can get this 10 of Cups by yourself. Here, you already at it. You already at it. So it is, and you got it, and you there without them. You know what I'm saying? So at this point, it's what happened for them to see this? What happened for them to see that the collective is more than a dream come true, man or woman? What happened? What caused this person to see this? What happened for them to see this? The Hangman in reverse with the Knight of Cups in reverse. What's the Hangman in reverse? What happened for them to see this? Clarify the Hangman in reverse. What's the Hangman in reverse? You got the Ace of Pentacles with the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. Somebody could have came into some money or an inheritance or something like that, or they ended up, like I said, somebody has like somebody halo was hidden. Somebody halo was hidden, and I feel like this person feels some type of way now that they didn't see you as somebody that was a solid investment at the time. I ain't gonna say they didn't see it. I feel like somebody didn't acknowledge it to you. Like somebody didn't tell you exactly where you stood with them. Like they, may have said, I love you, I care, blah, blah, blah. But somebody didn't tell you to what magnitude, to what extent. And I feel like by them not showing you that, you know what I'm saying, and telling you that and standing on it because of the people they may have disappointed if they did that. I feel like they ended up, not expressing something or, matching your energy and your actions at the time before you had to walk away, Six of Swords. I feel like they were worried about, how family would see them and what family would say. And that's why it's not good to put family in your shit. You know what I'm saying? If you and another person ain't seeing eye to eye, wait till you work y'all shit out, however long that may take. Because the minute you start telling them, what that got to do with and how somebody else was moving and don't put your part in there, you know what I'm saying? You just speaking ill and they speaking ill on the person. Now when y'all make up and try to get back together, they made up with you. You made up with them. But now that person gonna have to, backpedal and tell each one of these family members when they bring you back around them what it is. If they hadn't done it before they come towards you. And when they do, it's going to put some things in motion. But this is like either one person or two people being like a generational curse breaker. Because I feel like whatever pattern somebody got going on in their family when it comes to the men and women, it's different for everybody. They getting out of that cycle. Somebody that's not going that route. If it's woman wise, let's just say it's my collective. It's a feminine energy in my collective. Okay. You may have some family members that, women wise may put up with a lot of shit, and take somebody back even though they know that person, is involved or they know that person ain't doing it right. And instead of them walking away, they keep dealing with them. You know what I'm saying? Keep having kids with them and stuff like that. And they know the person ain't going to be with just them. They know it. But instead of them being by themselves and healing and, letting whatever in their life come, outside of them feeling like they can't be by themselves, they can't do without this person. Boom. And you saying, well, shit, I'm not gonna do that. I'm not going that route. If this person ain't gonna match my energy today, tomorrow, or ever, let me go head on. And I'm all right with that. I don't got to have that person. You know what I'm saying? That person don't deserve me and they ain't got to have me. I got to, have me first. I got to put me first. Vice versa for, my masculines. You know what I'm saying? It's one of them things where if you don't choose yourself, there's some family members that will go out of their way, you know what I'm saying, to manipulate a good person just to keep seeing how long it's gonna take them to walk away and actually if they gonna stay. Oh man, shit, that's David and Tammy, man. They every time they fall out, man, they be right back together. But at some point, they don't even think Tammy will even make that decision. They don't even think Earl will ever do it until one of them do. And then it may last 7, 8, 9 years or even longer. One of them have to stay away for everybody else in the family to be like, damn, they meant that then. Or somebody will still take 8 or 9 years and be like, oh shit, they'll be back. Shit, when? At the funeral? At your funeral? When they coming back? Shit, when did you see them coming back? At the repast? What the fuck? So. But this person sees you as somebody, that got a lot of, they see you as somebody that they know they can build and grow and build with. They see it like it's one of them things where they may not have thought, you would have the strength, the confidence, or the ambition to walk away, but you did. But whatever new things have happened, in your life for this person's, it's happened with y'all being apart. It's not something nobody in their family can say you needed them for. Because there's a new beginning here. There's new careers. There's new opportunities. There's new ideas, creativity. There's like new things that you coming up with. You doing things new now that they ain't never seen you do. Never knew you knew how to do it. Give me some more on this hangman in reverse. Clarify this hangman in reverse. Give me some more on this hangman in reverse. The hermit in reverse. And somebody sees you where you're a dream come true now, but it was because this person was avoiding it. Like somebody was, not wanting to go, not refusing to look within with the hermit in reverse. This is somebody that did not, wasn't doing their shadow work at the time. Like somebody was not looking within for the answers that they needed to see something. 4 of Pentacles in reverse. With the 7 of Wands, yeah. Because I feel like when it came to, somebody not looking within, it was, something that I feel like somebody did not feel like it was involving them. You know what I'm saying? They may have felt like, something wasn't their fault. It ain't me. You know how some folks like to put the blame and point the finger, at other people because something didn't work out. 5 of Cups. Like it's their damn fault. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, who ain't gonna wanna, you know what I'm saying? Like, do I look like somebody that was such and such and such? Or, who would go, you think I would do something like that? But it's like when you look within and reevaluate how you see yourself, some people don't see themselves when they refuse to go in hermit or be by themselves. It's because they don't want to come out finding out something that they already knew. Like it ain't gonna say finding out. Somebody don't want to face what they already know. Because not like they say, everybody ain't lying on you. You know what I'm saying? But some folks, will say what they can say because it gets likes, it gets views, it gets the comments. They feel like it's supporting what they saying. And when you got a lot of people supporting folks without facts and don't even know or find out 4 months, 4 hours later, they don't even know this person, never seen them. They don't know where they got that information from. And everybody in that comment section looking stupid now because they commented on something just because of who this person was that said it. and the expression they had, and how they worded it, how they said it. Well, I was believing them. They made it believable. No, you made it believable because you didn't look into it. You didn't give a fuck enough about it to even be concerned, let alone speak on it. Just because they doing it. Don't you know? Don't take somebody else's word, on somebody else, unless that person, you know what I'm saying, and whoever else talking got some receipts. Hell, most people don't want to take items back where you bought them from anyway without a receipt. So why go and broadcast something that don't have no receipts to it? Why go try to return that to, return that shit back to the sender? You ain't got no receipts for it. Back up them comments and just say, listen, we need some receipts. Bye. Okay? Take this post down if you ain't got no damn receipts, because you just talking. And we all can sit here and give our opinion on folks. And at the end of the day, when it's us and when it's you and they talking about you and sending posts and getting comments and getting paid off of it, now you going to feel the same way that the person in that post was talking about somebody else doing. They was doing the same thing. A lot of talk, is being done, but no action. Everybody got a strategy, but nobody's wanting to put it into motion. Everybody got an idea, how they want to do it, but when you going to do it? I don't know how I'm going to do it. Well, figure that out. And, let's talk in more action. But I feel like somebody, had to go within. They were refusing to. Like somebody didn't think it was them that they needed to see anything about. Especially when they listen to outside people trying to tell them what it is that, they need to focus more on, you know what I'm saying? Or making them, support them in something they saying when they're wrong. Or allowing people to say the shit they saying and you acting on it. Somebody felt lost, and more or less confused about what it is that they thought, they were doing was supposed to, whatever outcome somebody thought was going to come from however they were thinking or whatever their actions were. But you're not going to get the answers you need, and you're not going to get clear answers if you're not connected and in alignment, with the universe and with your spirit team in order for you to understand the messages, for you to, decipher like what's being said or what's being communicated to you. And I feel like somebody was not in alignment. They were not listening, to them, their inner voice. And they were refusing their spiritual guidance in the first place. Like their spirit team was being ignored the whole damn time. They ignored them. They wasn't studying them. What did they do to get this knowledge, like to see this? What ended up happening for them to see the collective? What ended up happening? What did they need to see? Got the sun seeing you happy. Or the happiness you brought them. And you got the 10 of Wands. Five of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Like you could be recovering from some type of financial loss or debt, working on your credit. You could be paying off debts and stuff like that. You could be working on, just restoring, whatever your finances or restoring your energy, like protecting your energy right now. being mindful of what you invest in, especially if it's something that you working on or um, planning on going towards, so whatever it is that may have been something that you was holding close to your heart to work on, or it's like just being mindful of what you put your energy and your money and your time into. You know what I'm saying? So, especially if this person left you out in the cold, or chose someone over you, or chose some type of lifestyle, or other people, you know what I'm saying, view or how they saw this person, you know what I'm saying, or them living up to other people's expectations. You know what I'm saying? Or how family and all them saw this person living. Like, you supposed to have somebody like this. They need to have that. They ain't got that. They ain't living like that. They ain't driving like that shit. They ain't, what you say? They ain't got that. But shit, what that kind of thing. Like, man, trying to tell this person who it is they should be focused on, who they should give to, who they should leave behind, who they should shit on. But this 2 of Wands is, somebody burden, you know what I'm saying, with what they need to do. You know what I'm saying? Somebody way down now because they see, you happy without them. You know what I'm saying? You working on whatever it is you got to do. So at the end of the day, they had to see it for what it is. Like, shit, you down, I'm up. You know what I'm saying? I'm good. You was happy even when shit wasn't going good. You was there, you was supportive. You was inspiring. You had wisdom. You gave good advice. You know what I'm saying? You brought a smile to this person's face even when, shit, when the chips was down. Even when they had the weight of the world on their damn shoulders. You know what I'm saying? And yours too. You still made, this person happy even when shit wasn't going good for them. Clarify karmic family members. Clarify karmic family members. What these karmic family members got to do with this? Clarify karmic family members. Got the High Priestess in reverse. Got some family secrets. Got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Clarify the High Priestess in reverse. Karmic family members with this High Priestess in reverse. Clarify. What's this High Priestess in reverse about? So somebody don't know if so somebody don't know what you working on. And because they can't see what you're working on, because with the Six of Pentacles in the upright, it came out in reverse. In the upright, the Six of Pentacles talks about, you focusing on, whatever your long-term success and ideas and, goals are. And you investing in that. So whatever it is that you working on, doing right now, they could be watching you or something like that. Or they could be saying, that you're not able to see what you're seeing. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is you're working on, they're able to see you doing. They could be watching you, work with this Six of Pentacles, in the upright. But in reverse, this is somebody, that ain't even doing shit. You know what I'm saying? They can't even do what it is you're doing. Because they ain't even in alignment to even do it. So whoever this High Priestess in reverse is could be a low vibrational Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. Whatever they saying is, sitting around them feeling as though they either don't like what you're saying or they trying to say what you're saying is not truthful. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not getting answers the way you get answers. With the High Priestess in the upright, this is somebody that's a seer. You know what I'm saying? Possibly a medium or something like that. You're sensitive to energy, but you also know secrets. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's things that will be revealed to you. This is somebody talking, karmic family members. This is somebody talking that feels they talking about the fact that you don't see what it is you seeing. But there's Six of Pentacles in reverse. This is somebody that can't even do the shit that you doing. They won't even do this shit you doing. They don't even understand why you doing it. It don't, child. You lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. And I feel like there's a, you got the Six of Cups at the bottom of the deck in reverse and the Two of Cups in reverse. So it's like looking at a whole nother family, looking at, a whole new environment. You know what I'm saying? You could be coming into your soul tribe, pretty soon here. Because I feel like whatever it is that these family members talking about, it's like somebody got a lot of, issues where they need to like get in a new place. You know what I'm saying? Somebody could be getting new friends, you know what I'm saying? Like finding new places to hang out, could be revamping their life, you know what I'm saying? Like looking, wanting to make new memories. I don't want to be stuck, with these old memories. I don't want to be constantly reminded of, the things that I know I done got so used to seeing in my own family. You know what I'm saying? I want to make new memories. I want to do something different. Six of Cups in reverse. So, and somebody not dealing with the separation too well at all. Yeah. Give me some more on this. What's the High Priestess in reverse with the Six of Pentacles in reverse? Clarify the High Priestess in reverse with the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Got the Judgment. And you got the King of Pentacles in reverse. Hold on now. It's another one here. Okay. So you got the Two of Wands in reverse and the Judgment. Somebody kept saying something or doing something to make a person kind of indecisive about what direction to go in. It's like, fear of the unknown. Like somebody making, somebody feel like, making them question, what could happen if they go this route. It's like somebody saying, man, you get with them and them, don't come back to us. Don't come back, around. Or they going to get with that person. They're going to be like this. They're going to drag that person down. They're going to have them like this. They're going to have them like that. They ain't going to do nothing but make a fool out of them. They ain't going to do nothing. Next thing you know, they sitting up here being used by this person. Something like that. It's like somebody, was confused. These common family members wanted to confuse somebody on what direction to go in, especially when they thought, you know, fool in reverse, like somebody not knowing what they expect. You know what I'm saying? If they went in that direction, it's like family telling them, how, you know what I'm saying? If something don't go right, don't come back this way, or something you gonna do this gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Try this and do this and watch this happen. Something like that. But you got the Judgment out here. So somebody under judgment now for even listening to other people and not listening to their own intuition. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody, having the, whether they want to take responsibility or not, this is them, looking at how something, is now for what it is. Like you ain't got no other choice but to see it for what it is. That's crazy. Because I feel like, if whoever this is, if they had not let a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, if somebody had not let, another person or other people cloud their judgment, or, letting things that, was patterns in their family be something, that they got advice from and actually, felt like, if I go against what they saying, they may not help me. They may not, be there for me when I really need them. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like somebody didn't want another person or these family members to look down on them, but they are, especially when you do something different. When you're a generational curse breaker, you damn near the black sheep of the family. You the one people always talking shit about, may always get in trouble, always got to stay in your ground with people. They always know you to be somebody that don't play that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, regardless of whether you got it like that or not, like, you ain't finna let nobody walk all over you. You don't give a damn if I ain't got nothing in the bank. What you ain't gonna do is talk to me, like you know what I'm saying? Like I'm a stepchild or, you know what I'm saying? Or somebody that don't have no value. You know what I'm saying? Just because I ain't got nothing in my account don't mean I'm not, of value. Somebody loves me. Somebody cares about me. Somebody gives a damn about me. Know that. Whether you see them standing here or not, I'm loved. I'm protected. I'm cared for. Whether you, feel that way about me today or tomorrow. It's like that. If you want to know how I feel, just like that. I don't own the copyrights to it, but it's by R. Kelly. Hopefully he owned the copyrights to it. You know how it go. But listen to that song in its entirety collective. Because somebody on the judgment right now for not listening to their intuition. Like, not just taking this leap of faith. You know what I'm saying? Because faith ain't meant to be comfortable. I say that all the time. Faith is not meant to be comfortable. If the decision makes you uncomfortable, it's meant, for it to feel that way. But if you trust another person, even if it's in a marriage, if you trust that person, it's gonna probably make you feel uncomfortable to do that, especially till you get used to doing it. You know what I'm saying? If that person get it wrong, shit, let's work it out. Let's figure it out. It's the same way if you helping your child with a math problem or something like that. Don't go getting all, upset and throwing stuff or, scribbling all over the paper, whatever. Let's figure this out. Calm down. Redirect your anger. You know what I'm saying? Transmute it. Let's work on, let's, get ourselves motivated and get back to it. You know what I'm saying? Let's take a break from it and go, release some energy, some stress or whatever and come back and, focus. You know what I'm saying? Let's come back with a happier mindset and let's see what we wasn't paying attention to at first. Let's see how we can work this out. You got to have that same patience with yourself. If you get it wrong, shit, fuck it. You know how to let it go. You know how to walk away from it. So, and you got the the King of Pentacles in reverse. So this is somebody that wasn't showing leadership skill, at the time. Somebody was not, standing in their power. Yeah. Somebody was more, into their finances than they personality, their character. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody may have, wanted them to focus more on their money than somebody looked more at what you did or didn't have. You know what I'm saying? Pinnacle wise. Like somebody like, man, she ain't got no money. He ain't got this. He ain't got that. Cause people be, listen, child. I feel like your halo was hidden, man or woman. I feel like, if God would have showed your halo and showed your value, right out the gate, you would have been used just for that. That's why people, tell folks, even on dating sites, stop putting what you do for work and all this stuff trying to impress them people. Because at the end of the day, if they get what you just as an opportunity just on what you do for work, man, they got 2-3 degrees, man. There's something they want to brag to their family about so they don't feel like, so family can't be sitting around saying, well, at least they ain't dating nobody dumb. Well, until they make a wrong decision, they probably gonna feel that way. I don't give a damn how many degrees you got. If family don't support your decision, they just not. You got to want who you want. You got to want that person for whatever reason you want them for. And every damn day of the year, you're gonna have to choose them for that reason and any other reason that you hold truth to. Because every hour, every decade, every whatever however long you with that person, you constantly re-falling in love with that person all over again. You steady finding things that brings value to you and this person to say, this is why I keep choosing them and this is why they keep choosing me. And if you ain't invested in people like that, whether they lovers, whether they family members, whether they your children, whatever, don't expect them to stick around long. Because at some point They're going to take what they need from you. They're going to leave the rest behind. And they're going to make better decisions for themselves. That's what they're supposed to do. You raising them, in the image you want them to be in, to be better than you. But they were a reflection of things that you won't get right all the time. So you have to be living in what it is you're doing. Be honest about what it is you're doing and the decisions you make, because they watching you. They watching you make decisions. They watching how them things turn out for you. And if you try to tell them something different, they're going to be quick to bring that shit up. Like, you didn't do it. Why you didn't do it? Why you didn't do it that way? So you might as well tell them and talk about it, with them before they have to make them decisions. Because they not going to be around you 24 hours a day. No, but you do want them to think about what you talked about when they said it. When y'all talked about it, think about what you said when we talked about it. Because 9 times out of 10, you're probably not going to think about doing it that way, but I want you to think about it nonetheless. If you do. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like this person now is having to look back on the fact that they didn't trust their own intuition and sit with themselves, to reevaluate what it is they needed to focus on other than their money or your money. You know what I'm saying? You may have been a page. You may have not had as much as them. They may have had more than you. So fucking what? Do you want this person or not? Because the people that got all the money, the people that got the nice jobs and all that you're being with, or whoever this person been with, they ain't getting the same success with them. They ain't getting the same feeling with them. They not getting the same harmony with them that they get with you. And that's sad, some folks think that, love gonna be with the richest person, you know what I'm saying, or the person that got more than them. Some people get so, oh, I want somebody with 6-7 figures. You get that, they ain't even studying your ass for real. They making good money, yeah, but they don't give a damn about you. The thing is, you're going to look back at that and be like, man, how could I let whatever they had or their success and their career be something that I use as a way to choose them, as a reason to choose them. That's their career, it ain't yours. That's what they make in a year. That ain't for you. But if they lose that today or tomorrow, where you going to be at? What you going to be doing? Uplifting them? What you going to be doing? That's what I'm saying. If you'd have had the money and the finances that this person had at the time, they could have been out of 10 of Pentacles in reverse and had what they needed and just didn't have a good person. They probably didn't think it existed. You know what I'm saying? They may have thought they had to just build their money. You know what I'm saying? Get the lifestyle, get the image we're telling you to get. Don't be focused on that person. Or somebody got them thinking that you want their money. You know what I'm saying? Shit crazy. Me blocking you was about me healing my mind, heart, and soul clarified. Because I feel like somebody, 8 of swords, somebody like cut their ass off. 9 of swords too. Me blocking you was about me healing my mind, heart, and soul clarified. Holy Spirit, holy angels. Clarify me blocking you was about me healing. Yeah, 7 of Wands. Six of Cups in reverse. See, somebody, wasn't all that confident at the time to, like, stand up for yourself. You know what I'm saying? And whatever somebody thought, was however somebody wins, in their connections, you know what I'm saying, in their life, however they get that success or however they actions, pay it out, when it comes to what they getting from that. didn't cause him to get that. You know what I'm saying? Like you had to go here, you had to block this person. Because I feel like I said before, whatever somebody thought they were able to do in the past, especially if they didn't think you would walk away, you were just talking. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody, with the world in reverse, it's like somebody saying, "Oh, they'll be back around. They'll be back." You know what I'm saying? They just, saying that now. You know what I'm saying? But the minute I shoot them this text, or the minute I call their phone, they're gonna answer probably on the first ring. Didn't happen because they blocked. It's like I don't even want to hear no more lies. I don't want to hear no more. You know what I'm saying? But it's like somebody realizing not to lower your standards or dumb yourself down to make another person happy. Don't do that. That's what that seven of wands in reverse is telling me. Like, don't let other people's, if they feel like, man, I don't want to block that person because they're going to think I'm this, I'm that. They're going to feel like, I'm being mean or I'm unhappy or something like that. Or I'm being immature, I'm being petty or something like that. Like, fuck that. Fuck that. You know what I'm saying? We're not doing that. That's what we're not doing. Like, you're going to have to, and it's an external thing. You know what I'm saying? It's like what's going on around you, you know what I'm saying, may show one thing, but what's within, is something that you have to deal with, even in private. It's like what's going on outside of what's, like you could have had things going on around you and things going on internally. You know what I'm saying? Like your mind, you know what I'm saying, your heart, your soul, you know what I'm saying? Outside pressures was already, something that you was dealing with or trying to manage, you know what I'm saying? Or 10 of wands, you know what I'm saying? And still be happy. Still happy, you know what I'm saying? Still able to give people good advice, still able to, be wise, give wise counsel, still able to listen and, motivate other people, even do the shit you had going on. But shit, enough is enough, child. It's like, you get to that moment where you feel like, shit, I need to own my position. I need to stand in my power. And it's like Six of Cups in reverse at the bottom of the deck now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like you had to redirect, and revamp, you know what I'm saying, your friend circle, your family, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit I need to cut out. You know what I'm saying? There's a new environment, I need to create for myself. I need to create a safe space for me. What's the Seven of Wands in reverse? Me blocking you. Was about me healing my mind, heart, and soul. Give me some more on this. What's the Seven of Wands in reverse? How about the Seven of Wands in reverse? Yeah. Got the Three of Swords in reverse. And the Five of Cups. Like somebody not dealing with this heartbreak too well either. Like I said, like they could be dealing with like some, or this is you, could be dealing with like some you could want to blame somebody else or something like that, but at the end of the day you still have to face, your part in a situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially, if somebody was, at one point wanted to be confused about how something got this way or something like that. Ain't no, and it could be some past resentment, like some past hurt, when it comes to this Three of Swords in reverse. Could have felt like, they going to talk shit. They going to say, you didn't this, you didn't that. You know how some folks be like, man, they said they going to love me unconditionally. Look how they did when they did this. You know what I'm saying? That just shows they this, they that. Like, don't let nobody manipulate you into, backing down or changing up something just because it's not allowing them to have access to you. Especially if this person, felt like you said something and your words cut deep. You know what I'm saying? So it may have felt like they needed to block you to heal or some shit like that, especially if, they said, you said something that triggered them, or, you said something that, um, keep saying it's something you said that triggered them. Like your words cut deep. You know what I'm saying? So at the same time, they may have still had to work on some things, that they hadn't healed from anyway. You said something to trigger this person. What you saying? Because this Five of Cups is in reverse too. So it's like, somebody don't, you know, want to let something be. But I feel like at the same time, they have to accept, what happened. You know what I'm saying? It happened. You know what I'm saying? I can't make them unsee it. I can't make them unfeel anything for it. You know, ain't nothing about what they caused this, that whatever caused this breakup, ain't nothing they can do to change it. You know, it is what it is. So they still got two of the cups, you know what I'm saying, of opportunities, to excel however they want to do that. But I feel like, that's something that they realize they're going to have to let go. You know what I'm saying? Or this is you saying, this didn't work out with this person. Oh, well. You know what I'm saying? Or this is something that they having to realize, I got to let go of that. You know what I'm saying? Because at this point, they expected me to come back around and do this and do that. You know, but they gonna have to develop some type of thick skin, with this Three of Swords in reverse, because you said what you said. Your actions spoke louder than words. Your actions spoke louder than words, and you said what you said. So whatever it was that was said, it cut deep, it hit home, but it's something that them blocking you or you blocking them was about the healing. You know what I'm saying, that they needed to go through. Because whatever you said, it was, something that triggered something in them that they had not worked on. And there were some things that may have needed to heal because they let something you say, cause them to, have that reaction that they had. That, yeah. hmm But I feel like they under judgment. You know what I'm saying? Because they were refusing to look within. With the Hermit in reverse, somebody didn't want to look at themselves in a situation. Like somebody didn't want to be held accountable. So they ignored it and deep down, was listening to how other people was trying to spin something to make them, to justify their behavior and how they were, treating you, or how they were going off of what somebody was saying and treated you based off what these people were saying, knowing that this shit, was going to be something, or something that they know could have turned out horribly, and it did. It's like they can't even go back to these family members and say anything because they actually took some action, and the only thing family members going to say is, shit, if you felt like you didn't want to do it, you shouldn't have done it. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, they were trying to keep from hurting anybody's feelings by not listening or, taking action the way they wanted them to. But if you know that action ain't something you really want to do, fuck them. You know what I'm saying? Let them be mad. But they having to, pay for their shit now. What's the overall outcome in this situation moving forward? What's my collective need to see? What do they need to know moving forward? What do they need to know moving forward? What's this? Let's see what this card says. In the next 3 months can be significant. Child, if I say this next card that came out that was on top up here, I'm gonna read this card and then we're gonna close out. Cause listen, this card says thoughts of defending my choice to be with you to my family makes me feel less than a man. I cannot make it up. Child. They could be a butt and thigh man. We're going to end it here. Hopefully, collective, this message resonates with you and or is helpful. Make sure you guys love one another, take care of one another, look out for one another, and do something nice for someone, even if you don't know them. Today, tomorrow, every day, whenever you can. And as always, those of you that genuinely love me, know that I love you too. Make sure you hit that like, that subscribe button for your girl. Mwah. Bye.